I'm just a flash in the pan, but your meal doesn't have to be. Let me help you put the skill in one Skillet meals. We're gonna make an easy one-pan chicken skillet meal that's gonna save you time and energy without a sink full of pots and pans that you tell your roommates are soaking for 4 days to avoid doing them. Ooh. Anyway, let's jump into this. First, you heat some oil in a large skillet. We're just gonna add our chicken tenders right in there. You wanna hear that nice sizzle sound. So we're gonna cook those for about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. One way to tell the chicken is done is that it should be brown on both sides and it shouldn't wiggle too much when you pick it up. Coincidentally, wiggly chicken was what my friends called me on the dance floor. Nobody wants to see that. Now, I'm no chef, but I do know an easy way to cut an onion. So we're just gonna cut the onion in half, like that. Now you wanna place it flat on the cutting board. It's important that you place it flat because it's more secure when you cut it up. So you want to grab it by the root end.
Excuse me.
Cut that little piece off on the side so we can cut along the lines that the onion has already given you. Now the good thing about this is that you can cut the pieces as big or as small as you want to. Bring the knife down and chop it on up. Now, when your onions cook up, you don't want to cry because your onions are going to a more deliciously savory, more flavory, better place. Now you want to cook those until they're soft. Make sure they get everywhere, nice and brown. Now we're going to throw in our other ingredients. Some undrained diced tomatoes. Get them all over the chicken and the onions. Add some water. Add our McCormick spices. I got some basil here. Some ground black pepper. Some garlic powder. Never be afraid of garlic, unless you're a vampire. I understand that. And then we got our oregano. And then we add some salt. Stir all that up. Ooh, I can smell the spices. I can smell that flavor coming up. We're gonna let that simmer for about 3 minutes until everything's heated all the way through. So to give it a nice pop of color and some fresh flavor, we're gonna add some baby spinach. You can just throw it right on top. So we're gonna stir this down just a little bit. Now, a good rule of thumb when cooking tender leafy greens is to add them in the last few minutes of cooking. You want to keep them green and vibrant, keep them colorful. Otherwise, you're going to start with this and you're going to end up with something else. You don't want to cook the spinach in there too long because it could get bitter. Now, once the spinach starts to wilt down like that, you're done. How easy was that? You can serve it on up from here or store it in containers in the fridge to use it for meal prep during the week. Now all you gotta do is try to figure out what you're gonna do with all that spare time now that you don't have a sink full of pots and pans to clean. Click below to subscribe to find this recipe and other delicious skillet recipes and easy dinner ideas.